Atomic structure. Atomic structure. See, atomic structure. That atomic structure, atom. This name is, it is a Greek word mark. Greek, it is the atom, the name is derived from Greek word. The Greek word atomio. This came from atomo. What is the meaning of atom? Or atomo means undivisible. Its meaning is undivisible. So atomio is a Greek word. From this Greek word, atom name came. So atom or atomio means undivisible. It means undivisible. Okay. So this name proposed by Dalton. This name proposed by Dalton. Okay. See here, matter. Matter is formed from. How the matter is forming? Matter is formed from molecules. How the molecules are forming? The molecules are formed from atoms. Atoms are elements. So the elements, different elements combine to form molecules. The elements are formed by the atoms. These elements are formed by the atoms. So like this is the way of construction of matter. So the atoms are the fundamental or building blocks of matter. Atoms are the fundamental and building blocks. So what is the smallest particles for the formation of matter? Is atoms. So the atoms, same atoms combine to form elements, and the properties of atoms and elements are almost same. So different elements having different properties, they are combined in the simplest ratio forms molecules. The properties of molecules and the properties of elements are different. Okay, these molecules are combined to form matter. Matter is nothing but compounds. So like that, matter is existing. Already matter classification and everything we are discussed in basic concepts of chemistry chapter. Okay, again I don't want to discuss about that matter classification and all. Okay students, let's see. So the atom name proposed by Dalton. That's why Dalton has proposed the first atomic theory. So what is that Dalton's theory and what he has proposed? Let's see. This is all you know, you are studying in lower classes. But once again, just I am repeating important points. Okay? So no need for objective examination and all, these fundamentals won't come. Just for learning and for knowledge purpose only we need to remember. Okay, students who are saying board is not clear. Now I removed my everything. I erased it. Let's see Dalton's atomic theory. Dalton's atomic theory. According to Dalton's, what is said, man? The atom is indivisible. Atom is indivisible. Atoms can neither created nor destroyed. Atoms can neither created nor destroyed. So atom is indivisible. We cannot see, for example, this chalk is a single. Okay, but if you want to break this chalk, means we can separate into two particles by breaking this chalk. But like atoms, according to Dalton what he said, atom is indivisible, means we cannot divide the atom. So the atoms are the building blocks of matter, and the atoms can neither created nor destroyed. They are converted into one form to another form. They are converted into one form to another form. So the atom is indivisible. Atoms can neither created nor destroyed. Atoms can neither created nor destroyed. Aditi, why are raising hand? Huh? You are giving to anybody for signals? I am be present like. Okay. Let's see now. Atoms same atoms combine to form elements. Same atoms combine to form elements, and properties. Properties means what, ma'am? Mass, size, and all extra different properties are same. But different atoms of different elements, combine in simple ratio. Already law of chemical combinations we discussed in basic concepts of chemistry. So the all atoms are different element. Atoms of different element, they combine in a simple ratio only, or different ratios. Simple ratio to form compounds. Or molecules. But so different atoms of different elements combine in simple ratio forms compounds or molecules, but their properties are different. Okay, see, for example, hydrogen atoms, we know that, and chlorine atoms, we know that. Hydrogen atoms combine forms H2, and chlorine atoms combine to form Cl2. If both are combined to form HCl. hydrochloric acid will form. Hydrochloric acid compound. That the properties of hydrochloric acid and the properties of elements of different atoms both are different. Both are different, he said. Okay. See, these are the important postulates or properties of Dalton's atomic theory. So, according to Dalton, atom is indivisible, and it can neither create nor destroy. The atoms are of same elements combined to forms. Same atoms are combined to forms elements, and that properties are same. The properties are same but different. Yes, ma'am. Just he has proposed some imaginary postulates. There is no proofs for this all. But later he does not explain properly. Those are the failures. Why the properties are different? What are the important reasons? The atoms, why they are involved in chemical bonding? Atoms involved in chemical reactions. Involved in chemical reactions. Forms compounds. Atoms involved in chemical reactions forms compounds, and again the properties of compounds and the properties of atoms are different. He does not explain properly. Okay, so these are the important postulates of Dalton theory. And according to these postulates, what are the merits and what are the demerits? What are the merits and demerits we need to discuss. Let's see merits. This point important merits. Dalton theory explain law of conservation of mass. Law of conservation of mass, law of definite proportions or law of constant proportions. Law of constant proportions and law of multiple proportions. Law of multiple proportions. So the Dalton theory explained perfectly by the law of conservation of mass, law of definite proportions and law of constant proportions. Definite proportions are law of multiple proportions. Yes, ma, only three. Law of reciprocal proportions is does not explain. So law of multiple proportions. These are explained. These are the merits for Dalton's theory. Demerits. It does not explain the internal structure of atom. Internal structure of atom. It does not explain how the glass is rubbed. How the glass is rubbed with silk or fur. Generates electricity. generates electricity. The next important point is it does not explain why the properties. This does not explain the explains properties of elements and compounds. Properties of elements and compounds, and why they are involved. Why elements are involving elements are atoms involving in chemical reactions. So these are the some demerits of Dalton theory. Let's see, ma. Okay. The second point means glass materials. For example, this pen. For example, we are doing the experiment is rubbed with silk or forming hair. Just rubbing. Then if you are kept this any material, then what happens, ma? It will be attract. Rubbing of glass materials or ebonite materials. Then they are having some attraction with silk. So why their attractions are generated means because of they generate some electricity. So he does not explain that electrical properties of elements or atoms, as well as he does not explain the properties of elements as well as compounds and why they are involving in chemical reactions. So these are the some demerits of Dalton's theory. Some demerits of Dalton's theory. Understood, ma? Okay. Let's see. Now, what he said, Dalton does not explain the internal structure of atom, but internally the atoms having some subatomic particles. Subatomic particles. What are the subatomic particles? So the atoms are mainly consist of protons, electrons, neutrons. Okay, protons, electrons, neutrons, anti-neutrons, neutrinos, pions, mesons, and antiprotons. Like different subatomic particles are present. Okay, here you don't worry about that. What are the antineutrons and neutrinos, pions, mesons, and antiprotons? These are. So those are also some charged like particles. So don't worry about that all. So those are all negligible. Negligible subatomic particles. The main subatomic particles are protons, electrons, neutrons. The main subatomic particles are protons, electrons, and neutrons. Those three only we need to remember and we need to learn their properties. That's why protons, electrons, neutrons are called fundamental particles. So subatomic particles means the atom internally consists of so many particles like protons, electrons, neutrons, antineutrons, and neutrinos, pions, mesons, and antipions and antiprotons like Those all are called subatomic particles, in which protons, electrons and neutrons are called fundamental particles. Fundamental particles. Okay, protons, electrons, neutrons are called fundamental particles, PEN. So what discovered the discovery of fundamental particles, and what discovered and what are the properties of fundamental particles? See, electrons are discovered by Thomson. Electrons are discovered by Thomson and name suggested by Stoney. Electrons and protons mainly they are discovered by using electrical discharge tube. Electrical discharge tube means U-shaped tube. So the electrons are discovered by using cathode rays or cathode ray electron discharge tube. Protons are discovered by anode ray electron discharge tube. Anode ray discharge tube. And neutrons they are discovered by bombarding boron and beryllium with alpha particles. Alpha particles means generally alpha rays. You remember in your mind alpha rays means 2 units positive charge and 4 units mass. Generally 2 units positive charge is present, means the symbol is helium. That's why He24. Helium-24 is also known as alpha rays. Whenever alpha rays are used, it means what is the symbol we need to write? 24, He24. 2 units positive charge, there is no electrons. Alpha rays contains only positive charge, 2 units positive charge and 4 units mass. So beryllium and boron bombarding with alpha particles, then they are getting neutrons. Who discovered neutrons? James Chadwick.